is Fatihah. On this video, my group mates Alin, Hilmi and Nazry are going to answer all the questions that are given to us. Okay, so question 1, which is make cooperation on the following. Okay, question A, active and passive elements with example. Okay, active elements in the type of voltage or current. It produces power to another circuit and control the current direction. Active element also used for the function of current control and voltage control, and the gain feature for electrical circuit. For example, transistor and diode. While passive element impermeable in nature and no energy can be delivered, which is voltage or current, and passive element unable to manage the current on its own. Passive element also unable to supply power and rely solely on active device. Okay, passive element. Okay, the example of passive element is capacitor, inductor, resistor, and diode. Okay, the next question, B, parallel and series circuit. Okay, parallel circuit have some amount of voltage through each component, and the current that flow in parallel circuit is divided in different amount, and the total resistance decrease in the parallel circuit. While series circuit, the current that flow in series circuit is the same through each component, and the voltage is divided between the element and depends on the resistance of each element. Okay, the total resistance increase in the series circuit. Okay, C, dependent and independent source. Okay, dependent source is source of current or voltage, and resistant voltage or current source. Dependent sources also it relies on another variable in the circuit, and the current or voltage value is proportional to some current or voltage in the circuit. While independent sources that generate current or voltage at a specific rate and keep the same amount of voltage, which is not influenced by any other sum. Independent sources also not variation in the connected network changes the strength of the voltage or current. Question D, Ohm's law and current divider rule. Ohm's law is the voltage across a resistor that directly proportional through the current flowing through the resistor, while current divider rule is to determine how much current flow through each branch in a current divider. Okay, next question, E, Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. Kirchhoff voltage law is voltage that decrease in the closed network, and Kirchhoff current laws and Kirchhoff voltage law state that the algebraic sum of all voltage around a closed path is 0, while Kirchhoff current law states that the algebraic sum of currents leaving the node.
Question 2. Inductor. The definition of inductor. Inductor, a passive component that stores electrical energy in the magnetic field when the electric current passes through it. B. Methods to increase inductance value. First, increase the number of turns of the coil to generate a greater amount of magnetic field force in the circuit. Second, increase the diameter of coil area to decrease the opposition to the formation of magnetic field flux. Third, decrease the coil length because the longer path of the magnetic field flux will cause more opposition to the formation of the flux. Fourth, choose a greater magnetic permeability of the core to form more magnetic field flux. Question C. Application of inductor. First, create filters for analog circuits and in signal processing. Next, use in tuning circuit to select the desired frequency. Inductor also used in induction motors, reduce the radio frequency interference in computer cables and mobile chargers. Inductance also control the current flow in a relay. Question 3. Capacitor. A. The definition of capacitor. Capacitor is a device that consists of two conductors having opposite signs and separated by a dielectric, close and insulated to each other. Capacitor is a device for accumulating and holding a charge of electricity. B. Methods to increase capacitance value. First, enlarge the plate area because the larger plate area collects more field flux on the plate for a given field force. Second, reduce the plate spacing to increase the field force and field flux. Third, use the materials with greater permittivity for the dielectric to allow more field flux. C. Applications of capacitor. To store energy, use in filter circuits to minimize the ripple voltage. Capacitor also used to bypass the high frequency signals, prevent the damage by electric surges to other sensitive components, and capacitor also used as filters to transfer electric signals.
Okay, for the fourth question is we have two circuits A and B, and we have different circuit. For a question, we have to find under DC condition, find I, VC and IL. So we have to use IL equal to, okay, for the first question you have to use V equal to R, and to find I, V over R. V is 12 volt and I is 1 and 5, so we have to plus 12 over 1 plus 5, we got 2 ampere. This IL. For VC is the voltage. VC is the same voltage across the 5 ohm resistor. Therefore, VC equal to 5I equal to 10 voltage. We get it from 5 times 2A, we got 10 voltage. For the big question is find energy stored in the capacitor and inductor. First, we find the energy in the capacitor. WC equal to 1 over 2 equal CV power of 2. C is 1 and voltage is 10. 1 over 2 times 1 times 10 power of 2 equal to 50 joule. Next is energy in the inductor. WL equal to 1 over 2 LI power of 2. 1 over L is 2 and I is 2. 1 over 2 times 2 power of 2, we get 4 joule.
This is for question number 5. The question is obtain the energy stored in each capacitor in figure 3.12a under DC condition. Okay, this is the picture. Dia punya litar untuk A dan litar untuk B. Okay, dia nak energy store. So the answer is under DC condition, we replace each capacitor with an open circuit as shown in figure 3.12b. Okay, this one. The current through the series combination of the 2 kilo ohm and 4 kilo ohm resistor is obtained by current division as. Okay, ni I equal to 3 bagi dengan 3 tambah 2 tambah 4. Kat sini dia ambil yang bertentangan, 3 tambah 2, 3 bagi 3 tambah 2 tambah 4, sebab ni merupakan lita yang terbuka, so dia arus tak lalu dekat sini, so arus lalu dekat lita tertutup. So dia berdarab dengan 6 ni. So jawapan dia 2 mA. So untuk V1 dapat 4 volt, untuk V2 dapat 8 volt. Ni V2 8 volt. So the energy store V1, this is the formula, 1/2 darab dengan C1 V1 kuasa 2. So dapat ni. So untuk C1 ni 2 darab 10 kuasa -3 darab dengan 4 kuasa 2. Ni darab dengan V kuasa 2, 4 kuasa 2. Jawapan dia 16 mJ. So untuk W2 formula dia sama juga. So masukkan 1/2 darab dengan 4 darab 10 kuasa -3 darab dengan 8 kuasa 2. So jawapan dia 128 mJ.